Hey, everybody. This is an open letter to Elon Musk. We're doing it as an open letter, but it's an open video. Make it easier, a little faster, perhaps. Elon, there's a rule you should have learned in your personal life so far that you didn't learn in your political life so far. Don't fuck crazy. But you did. You got in bed with Trump. You thought it was a quick, easy, simple path. You thought it was straight. You thought it was linear. You thought it would help you get the contracts you wanted, the control you wanted, the power you wanted, and you forgot the rule. You know what the rule is? Everything Trump touches dies. No one's immune, not even you. But Elon, in the spirit of goodwill, since you have now fully committed to the bit, fully jumped in on the side of being the richest guy in the world versus the most powerful guy in the world, I want to help you. I really do. I want to help you. First off, Trump is going to fuck you on your contracts. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. It's going to go downhill with SpaceX and Starlink stuff. Now, the military will try to convince him they can't do it without you, which is true at the moment. ULA will be up his ass and in his ear. Bezos will be up his ass and in his ear saying, oh, we can. We know they can't. You may be a ketamine guy. You may be a weirdo. You may have gone off the deep end, but you do build some good goddamn rockets. And the Falcon is the backbone of the American space program. How that happens without Falcon is impossible. Starship, you still a little work to do. But listen, buddy, I have a couple things for you. Advice, if you will. Because you thought Donald Trump was going to be your friend. You thought you had a relationship with him. You thought you had an understanding. You thought he owed you. Because you spent $300 million, which, look, for you, that's rounding error. We get it. But he was always going to do this to you. He was always going to fuck you over. This is Trump in a nutshell. He is the scorpion that always stings the frog, no matter how deep and swift the river. But let me help you out here, buddy. A couple things you can be doing. You talked today about a new political party. Now, look, that's really hard to do. And I will tell you, new political parties are really, really difficult to launch and sustain. There's a big legal gulf there. But it's not impossible. You have a lot of resources you could throw into that. If I were you, I would only do it in a few states. Now, that idea is a dangerous idea for Donald Trump and for the Republicans. It would bring them to a moment where they realized that you could spend that money in a way, not to help the Democrats, but that would neutralize their advantages in a lot of these places. It's not the dumbest idea in the world. Trust me, your boys who've spent a lot of your money already are not the team for you, but I'm sure you can find people who are highly competent that can help you do this. The second thing about this new party idea that should appeal to you is there are a lot of your friends in the Valley who have been looking for somewhere to go in that techno-optimism, effective altruism, the singularity is near space, that would love to look at a new political party. Go out and try to sell your stuff instead of having to sell it to the mouth breathers in the red hats with the truck nuts and the Trump boat parade guys. Go and try to sell it to people that are more smart, more intelligent, more sophisticated, smarter people. It's a prospect. All right, Elon, here's the next thing. You bought Twitter because your complicated psychological need to have that platform is understood. We get it. It's about the kid and the trans stuff. We get it. What is it that makes Trump effective and powerful? What is it that makes Trump so intimidating to members of Congress and the U.S. Senate and every Republican elected official in the country down to dog catcher? It's fear. It's fear of the mob. It's fear that he will tweet about them and attack them. It's fear that Trump will use his enormous platform to threaten their lives, their political careers, their sanity, their security, all those things. The vector by which he reaches those people, Elon, is you. The vector by which he attacks everyone in his path is you. You can bullshit yourself or not, but he's going to use your own platform to drive your stock price down at Tesla. It's already happening this afternoon, 13% down as I'm recording this at about 3:40 in the afternoon. You have control of the platform, Elon. You changed the rules when you took over. You changed the weightings when you took over. You have not deplatformed, but you have taken your thumb and put it on and off the scale for various people and various issues over the time you've owned the platform. It's yours after all, well, you and your investors. There is no reason, if you want to get this bill killed, as you should, by the way, you are actually correct on this bill. The spending is outrageous. The debt and deficit is outrageous. If you want to kill this bill, you unweight Trump. You take your thumb and put it on the other side of the scale. Who fucking cares if they catch you or they know? You should tell them what you're doing. But the minute he can't intimidate members of Congress and make them fear for their lives with the power of a tweet, he begins to be a weaker figure. They begin to be more able to listen to their constituents, many of whom, Republican and Democrat, hate this bill just like you do. You have power of the platform that makes him a political force of nature. I'm not saying you should deplatform Trump, but I am saying that you can change the ball game, and you know you can. You know internally there are tools that you have built and demanded be used over and over again. Now, next thing, you tweeted this afternoon that Trump's in the Epstein files. Well, duh. Whatever you know, I'd roll it out there, Chief. I'd get that out there as quick as I could. These people have been trying to cover it up. Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, they've been trying to cover up this stuff for months. They're redacting the files. If you got something, roll it out, Chief. It's time to go. And if not, it's still a good play. That was some fuckery. That was some A-tier fuckery right there. Now, there's another thing you should be doing about the bill. You have the capacity to go into the districts of 15 to 20 of the biggest Republican players in the House and the Senate right now and start nuking the living shit out of them with digital advertising and cable. You can do this. This is not a difficult political exercise. The ads write themselves. You can do this in a minute. You should be up on the air by tomorrow or the next day. It's Friday. It's going to be tough. You should be up by Monday. The ads could be written over the weekend and produced instantaneously. You should be up in those districts talking about that bill. You want to spend money? Go against the bill. Go out there and make sure that Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski and Jim Langford and all these other people that are going to be freaked out about this are in pain. You should scare the shit out of them. It's an easy thing for you to do. You could wire the money to your media buyers and get the ads made. They wouldn't be as good as my ads, but they could be up. And they could be up quickly. You don't understand your power yet. You've become a separate power center versus Trump. I want you to understand something. You'll never get back in. He'll tease you. He'll show you a little leg here and they're like, oh, Elon, I miss you. You should come back. It's always a lie. He does this to everybody that he throws out into the darkness to try to control them. He will say, it was, we both got hot-headed. We should stop that. No, it's a lie. He will try to do that just to humiliate you. Trump has 4 things in the world he loves. He loves things that make him money. That's a separate thing on the Twitter machine that you could also really screw him on, is anything mentioning the meme coin bullshit. Could de-emphasize that. It's fraud. He loves things that make him money. He loves things that get his dick hard. Nothing to do there, really. Except the thought is so grotesque. He loves attention. Again, you can remove attention from him today. You can take the attention away from him. You can unweight Trump's account. You can shut down the bot galaxies that retweet all that stuff. You guys know how to do it. You just haven't chosen to do it. Okay? That attention is crack to him. It's his ketamine. You can turn that knob right now to 0. You could do it by tonight. And the sooner you do it, the more power you have. And the 4th thing he loves is to humiliate people that have come back to him and begged him for power, begged him for forgiveness, begged him to come back in the tent. He never respects those people. He never treats those people as anything other than an object of contempt. So Elon, buddy, this has been an open letter, an open video letter. I don't expect you to join the resistance or to become a pro-democracy guy. I don't expect you to change your views on anything, many of which are morally reprehensible. If you had chosen to spend your life building rockets and electric cars, you'd be a fucking hero. And people would have put up statues to you. But instead, you got in bed with Trump. You decided to fuck crazy. It didn't work. It's not going to work. One last piece of advice. You're in your 50s now. You're a man of a certain age. The drug stuff, you got to cut it out, bro. It is not helping you. An objective assessment of this, it is not helping you. It is not making you smarter or more effective or working better. Take some time. Switch it off. That stuff is killing you. Okay? The secondary part of that is there's a reason you're estranged from most of your children and your family. Is because that stuff fucks with you. It stops your ability to be a father, to be a partner. That's some stern dad talk, I guess, from a 61-year-old man to a 54-year-old man, but it's true. It's absolutely true. So look, Elon, you got a lot of choices here, buddy. Power only exists if you use it. Power only exists if you apply it. Power only exists if you use it in a way that your opponents believe you never will. Good luck.